Oh, I literally did not set up my headphones. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Sometimes you try to understand things, then you just realize that, no, that's not happening. Weird. Huh. Neat. I'm gonna bounce this thing. Bitch. Solitude seems good. I'm just gonna play the Floodstrand so I can fetch tap land. Because I don't want to Spring Seize them here. I'm just gonna hold up Counterspell for that thing again. Godless Shrine. Not expecting that either. Just gonna continue to play things that I'm never prepared for. Fine with that. Doesn't really do anything. Like, it's annoying that they're getting more tokens out of this stuff, but it's whatever. The Solitude will do a good job answering functionally 3 things anyways, so. I guess I'll counter this because I kind of have to. Because alongside Soul Warden, it'll go crazy. I'm just gonna pass, and then if they replay the Welcoming Vampire, then I'll Solitude it in response to the Genesis Chamber trigger. I'm fine. Losing the Teferi here. And I get a friend. And I can gain life. I don't care about that. You know, sometimes Moto's just weird. That's fine. That doesn't get anything. Just gaining them life, which I don't care about in the slightest. I kind of want to just bounce my Solitude. Get this thing out of here. Depending on how they attack, I might pitch Solitude. If they send all 4 at the Teferi, I'll just let it happen. But as is, having 3, take it out. Two at Teferi, 1 at me. Yeah, let Teferi go. He's fine. Doesn't seem super important against them anyways. And we've got, you know, plenty of other things to do. I would have liked to land there. Thank you. Delusion Seas, and then we can ending this because it's annoying. And just play Fountain and tap to pass. Not bad. And they can't kill the Jace with what's on board, so. Not particularly worried about it. It gives us the option to deal with stuff next turn. Counterspell on a Seize can go back. And then I guess I'm just passing here. I could steal the Sultan from them. Kind of don't hate that. But I don't need to do it right this second, regardless. Take this. And then see how they attack. Three Jace. Don't want to always yield to the chamber because I might want to respond to their stuff, but for me it's good. I have no way to adjust triggers on me of it, I think. So I don't want to do that. Ending. There's got to be a prismatic ending on the Jace, right? We gave them the blue mana. I think this Foundry has had enough. So confused as to what, like, that's. I was wondering where the, like, good cards in their deck were, because I hadn't seen it yet. I guess this is good cards in their deck. Ending on the Seas on red source. Play Norin. Okay, makes sense. So that gives them a token and gains Mia life. Drew a Verdict. Am I gonna Verdict away this Norin? Not something I thought I would say playing Modern. It means they get back the Soul's Attendant because of the Abiding Grace, though. You can't Verdict away. I have to tuck it with Tef, right? Spells. Dewey. I guess Verdict is just bad. Get this chambered out of here now. What? They're done? But I still have 4 cards in hand that I can cast. I wasn't done. Dress down seems like it's good. Recipe seems fine. I don't know if I want it. Purges. Yeah, I don't think I want chalices though. They have endings. They have enough ways to answer it, as well as having weird mana costs of stuff. These C's seem pretty medium. We just cut the C's and bring in the sharks and stick with that. Just having more ways to block some stuff seems reasonable. Self-belief. You know, sometimes you just have to play against weird shit. I have to be okay with that. This is fine. Kind of awkward that I'm probably going to end up playing this ending on one. But otherwise the hand is, like, fine. I wouldn't be surprised if they had discard spells in their sideboard. Noran. Okay, well, can't ending that, so no sense. Chamber or the other one. Charmers. I think I'm just gonna hold up the counterspell for another effect because I'm not worried about being attacked, obviously. Because I'll counter this. Like, I'm fine taking a bit of chip damage here. These cards don't do anything yet, so. Does this mean they have nothing they're going to cast? Because otherwise you can just cast a spell to flick them around. Ah, okay, I see. Well, no. Another charm, eh? Guess we're holding up for some charms. I'm probably just gonna EOT one of these, unless they try to play another thing like this that I want to answer. Because I want to be able to ending this and still have a charm. That's annoying. But I already have an answer for it, so... And I already have 2 basics. Just gonna draw 2 here. Oh, category is still on that. Whoops. Whoops. Thanks for the heads up. I was playing that, like, earlier in the week. I'm just gonna... I didn't really want to ending that. I could just play this Jace and start going at it. Guess I'll hold up Solitude. Second termers? I mean, I can't just bounce the Nora and then counter it. It's kind of funny. Boros charm down my Jace. Okay. You know, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen in this format, apparently. I'm gonna bounce this moon. These are starting to actually be a problem, and I need to actually deal with it at some point, but not yet. I don't even want to counter this blood moon, but I kind of have to. I want them to play something that I can Solitude. Thank you. Ask and you shall receive. Because now I can start gaining life. You got scared. I'm just gonna Yoshi cycle this for a bunch. Because as is, this Solitude outraces the amount of damage this thing deals, so. The chamber, yikes. Would like that chamber to not exist. Ooh, dress down? Okay, that'll allow me to deal with Norrin, actually. So that's good. I can... So on end step... Yeah, it's fine. How do I do this? Because I played the second one. Can I even do this? I can't, because this one will go away. No, I needed to... Fuck. Shit. Yeah, I can't even deal with these right now. Because they played a second one. We're good now, though. Okay, so now I respond here in end step with dress down. So now when this thing comes in, he doesn't have his stupid abilities. I should have tapped better, but it doesn't really matter. It's an ending? No, it's... Oh, right, that's the Tremors I bounced. Duh. Put me to 3. This turn with the attack. It's a good draw for me. Guess I can just pass and then Verdict in combat and then have Solitude after. Actually, it would be better to Solitude in combat because then I can block a token and gain 3. Because they're going to have to replay the Tremors anyways. Welcoming Vampire. Sure. So I could Verdict here. So they don't get the card. And then I can deal with the... Oh, I did not uptake the Teferi this turn. I downticked it. Duh. This is fine. Because now I can just... It means I can just Solitude and kill it here. Because I bounced the thing. Right. Duh. Don't be an idiot. Verdict Tribal. Play that, because why not? I assume they might have had more graveyard things than just the Abiding Grace, but doesn't seem like it, so be good. Don't think there's any way for me to die this turn. And we have them very dead, so... Oh shit, it's Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday of this. Damn. It's not good enough. Oh, this thing flies, but I have a Teferi that can bounce it. Like, on board I have this. okay. Okay. Pay attention. This one's fine. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, thank you. Walk right into it. Lovely. So I get to do this, and then next turn I get to ending this because I don't have mana. Love it. It's like holding on. So is this Amulet then? Because that's the only thing I think would play Radiant Fountain. Dragon Ball Teferi is not great, but it's manageable. Yeah, yep. Scramulet. I'm gonna seize this, even though they can play a bounce land and pick it back up. It just like, it essentially just time walks them. Because it means they can't play anything useful next turn. And I wanted to try to draw the 5th land for Big Tef. Yeehaw. Let's go. Living the dream. Get her. Dryad. Let's play the Dryad. I know it's a Dryad. Come on. Azusa. Ooh. Spooky. It's like a much scarier card to see. But it's still not much of a problem. I'm probably just going to Tef bounce it, honestly. Like with small boy. Small boy. So this is probably going to make a Gruul Turf and then pick up Slayer's Stronghold and they replay Slayer's Stronghold. Or they're thinking because they don't want to give me priority to stop. Yeah, they didn't want to give me priority to have an opportunity to Solitude this. It's a good play by them. Don't know if it matters, but get back in there. I guess I'm going to play this untapped land, so then if I want to, I can charm and counterspell. I don't really want to use this to draw if I don't have to. That's actually not a bad draw, because it shuts off Pacts. Just pass. I won't tap this for you. Damn, sometimes this game is just like super easy. I'll untap these for you. You're welcome. Funny enough, if they play an untapped white source, they could try to activate Colonnade to attack this fairy. Pretty sure they're out here. No, because I have... I don't know if they have an out here. I'm letting this resolve. Because, like, the only thing that could have done something was Valakut into shooting down my Tef. But, you know, once I get this emblem, the game is over, so... Another one. And this one. No, come back. You're not dead yet. You're still at 22. You're winning. That's what it means, right? They have a higher life total, so they're winning. What do I not want? Verdict, because I don't really want to let Titans resolve. Like, I don't want to get to that point. I think I just want... Not the fucking cat. I think I want these four and this Emrakul. I don't think I want the third Chalice. I think 2 is plenty for shutting off pacts. And, like... Don't really need Shark against them. Because, for the most part, like, us trying to kill them isn't usually the problem. It's more about stabilizing and, you know, countering the threats. And sticking a, you know, a Planeswalker that'll end the game. You can probably trim a Tef as well. Mother, what hast thou doing, Hal? Sounds fine. Not great, but it's fine. I don't really want to mulligan it. Like, I'm missing, like, a white source and prismatic ending to... Like, I'd rather, like, this Emrakul be a prismatic ending and one of those lands be a white source, but, well, we found the white source, so... So I like Emrakul because it allows you to have more outs to their ridiculous turns. Because sometimes you're just able to, like, you know, get them. And our deck's good at, you know, getting a bunch of lands in play. Because we have a bunch of them in our deck. And it's pretty reasonable to be able to expect to get... 4 or 5 types. Usually you're able to get instant, sorcery, land, planeswalker, and creature even with Solitude. So it's, you know, pretty easy. Thanks for the follow. More counter magic, fine by me. Man, this is not going to go well for them. At least not in the way they want it to. Merp. If we're on top of their library, damn, it'd be a shame if somebody like did something that messed with the top of their library. Yes, I will use Jace the Mind Sculptor's ability. I mean, they might have another Titan, but you know, it's they do what? Oh, you bitch! Double Titan. That's not the double Titans, but more like Cavern if they're not playing any spells. Okay, it's not the end of the world. We've got a Solitude, we've got some other shite. These sagas are more of a problem than anything else, honestly. Because we boarded out verdicts. Because ideally the game doesn't get to this point. But there's nothing I could really do about that. Should pick up one of these two. Gust is not a bad draw. I could think the plan is do this, this. God, I'm like a mana short of being able to like be in a good spot. Because I can't... Because ideally what I'd want to do is seize 2 sagas and then Solitude down this Titan. Even if I have to pitch cast the Solitude, that's fine. That doesn't really matter. But as is, like, I'm sort of forced to probably hard cast the Solitude on the Titan. I mean, I don't have the option to do something else, really. Because I don't even have Kahira that I could grab. I have no options. I hate it. At least they're not taking out my Jace, so that's something. But, you know, now I'm shields down against Amulet, so yikes. I don't know, maybe they packed and then put themselves in a spot where they can't pay for it, and I get to... Or they can't pay for it after 2 Spreading Seas. We'll see. Like, I think their best plan is just wait on the sagas, I'd hope. Because if they're just sitting here, like, you know, twiddling their thumbs, I'm pleased with that. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could just activate all 3 of them. I feel like that's a better use of their turn than most other things. Is there a reason to do it now? Okay, give me something good. Land. I mean, I do need lands, but it's not really what I was after. That's more what I'm after. Alright, let's put back a pair of counter spells. Now we can fetch and actually shuffle them away. And then go 1 and 2. Now we've got Gust or Counterspell up, depending on what they try to play. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. I assume what they're probably just going to do is make a token here, get an Amulet, give one of the tokens that they make this turn haste, make another token maybe, because they might want to just try and kill my Jace, but I don't know if that's enough. It might be. Might be? Just 2. Then the artifact this gets is 3. This would be 4. So no, they'd still be 1 short of killing the Jace if I chump block the bigger one. Unless they have a land drop with... No, that still wouldn't do it. I don't know. Whatever. Not gonna think too much about it. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Methinks I have a plan. T-West, you got it? Yep, pump the bigger one. Chump the bigger one. Oh, baby. That's pretty good. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Actually, it would be 15 if we minused on the Jace, but there's no reason to do that. Am I doing this here? I could wait and then just cast the stress down and then have up, you know, all my other shit. I don't hate that. I'm gonna fetch first because I don't actually want to draw that counterspell on top. And then we can just Emrakul them next turn, since they might put themselves in an awkward spot with a pact, or they might, like, you know, try and pact this turn to try and get something, or allow us to put them in a position to pact for something and then not be able to pay, hopefully. That makes sense. Probably get some Simic Growth Chamber, so then they can transmute this T-West. That's my hope. That's what we're hoping for. Come on. Just give me what I want. I want one thing. It's so simple. It's 5 mana. Karn. No. Funny enough, if they don't attack with the Grazer, they did attack with the Grazer. Yeah, so they're going to get the Jace here unless I draw something else. I could have Solituted this first, but I don't think that's worth it. Heads up play by the opponent there. I like it. I like it. Valakut. Okay. Might as well get some scrying. Oh god. Oh, I did not mean to. Can I undo that? I cannot. Okay. I'm gonna top this Chalice and hopefully bait them into killing themselves here. Damn it. Whoa! Hey Ginger, how goes it? We're about to make our Amulet opponent sad. What's the best way to do this? I can... Can I pick up and transmute this? No! Come back! I was having fun! No, I wanted to solve the puzzle! Let me solve the puzzle! I want to know! Oh, man. Come on, man. Don't let me have any fun here. This is ridiculous. Everybody from DigiStream though, we're hanging out playing. I don't have a Shadow command unless MTG bot has that built in. No, it doesn't. I haven't set it up, or I haven't set it up. MTG bot is beyond my reach. I'm tired and lazy. I don't want to deal with it. Could I deal with it? Probably. Do I want? Absolutely not. But howdy everybody from DigiStream. We're playing some blue-eye control and making our Amulet opponent sad apparently. Yeah, he is still on top. It's doing good. Sounds fine. Hopefully Charles is good against our opponent here, but oh yes, thank you MTG bot for telling us this now. Right on time. Perfect timing on that. So this I'm playing here is the same one that I top-8'd the challenge with on Saturday. And it's been doing me pretty well for the most part. Had some rough games at the start of the day today, like before I went online. But hasn't been too bad. Yawgmoth. Chalice isn't very good against them, but I'm still going to play out this Chalice on one, I think. Because it's better than doing nothing. The only downside is that this might put us in a spot where we can't ending a Yawgmoth effectively without having to spend extra mana, and that might cost us some percentage points. But to figure to bounce this thing, oh, they just had no play. God, I'm gonna get Grist if they untap, but it's just so good to like this is just so good. I can't not. Instant speed verdict, more chalices, love it, love it. Just play the gate. Turi's good at making us not have to worry as much about quarter callings. Like, we just don't get put in weird spots with them, so that's good. What you got for me, boy? It's a Yawg. I kind of don't care about a Yawg. Like, all it's going to do is draw them a card and die to the verdict. Like, all it really did was replace itself. Need some spells. That would be nice. Yep. Don't think countering a Strangler is worth it. Mostly because I want to try and draw something out of this charm. Give me the goods. Another Tef. And a land. And a counterspell. Making noises. What the hell was that? I'm just gonna let Teferi die here and then play the new one on my turn, and hopefully they don't respond with a chord. Grist. Nope. None of that. Don't think I want to deal with the grease ball today. Because I can just pass here. Actually, turn off. I probably should have actually killed this main phase. So then they can't evolution. I hate being right about things. I thought this was all now. I wonder if this gets a Yawg or a Grist, though. It does get a Yawg. Get out of here. Your kind's not welcome. By that I mean doctors. We don't trust doctors. I'm just gonna attack then Teferi and bounce my own Solitude. Because I want to have access to at least something. And I have nothing I can do about this, but if they don't put any other creatures into play, then we can actually just kill this Grist pretty easily anyways. Which they did not. So they know we have the Kikira in hand, so... I guess maybe their hope was that their Grist would flip over multiple, like another Grist, so they would get, so go up to 5 and they'd get 2 bugs. If you weren't aware, that is how Grist works. If you flip insects, it keeps flipping and giving it more loyalty, and in the library, it itself, you know, counts for that. Nice. Alright. Game 1's kind of the hardest one because we have some more air in our deck, like the Chalices and Seas. But now we get to bring in Purge, Dress Down, and I actually want Gust as well. But then we can, because we're bringing in Rest in Peace, I want to trim a Deluge, and Jace isn't very good against them as is, because they're just like, you know, good at clock and stuff. So like. They play to the board extremely well, so trying to fight that kind of game is not usually very good. Sand seems pretty good. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. Sorry, I'm not feeling the house. I like my music. Not that that's bad. That song's bad, but I'm just in moods for other things. Double counterspell is a bit awkward because of Veil Summer. Like, I don't like having to rely on counterspell to interact. Like, obviously it's still insanely good and there's no reason to cut it, but yeah, they take the charm. That makes sense. Need to not flip cards on my desk at all times. It's hard. Thanks for the follows. Is this gonna be a chord for one, maybe? Nope, just nothing. I've been warned. Ouch. Blood Artist, you got it. I haven't played anything that's like actually a threat yet, so no reason to. Cat's making noises. Hold on a second. I want to make sure he's sneezing and not throwing up in the hallway. What are you doing? You good, buddy? Don't even know. But nothing on the floor as is. So don't know. No attacks. They only have 2 cards in hand, so. Yep. Guess they are worried about a Solitude. Does that make sense why they wouldn't attack? It's really hoping we draw a land there. No, not that. I would like. They know I have counterspell, right? Like, they have to have another way to get a Yawgmoth, or they just have one in hand. Or some other threat. Hopefully this Purge will just be able to deal with whatever it is. I hope it's a Grist and not a Yawgmoth, because I don't really want them to just draw 3. Because these dorks aren't doing much else for them. This might be Evo? Nope, it's a Yawg. It's always a Yawg. Always the Yawg. Yep. It's exactly why I wanted to draw a land, because I know I had to answer something, like I couldn't just sit here doing nothing with my cards. But at the same time... drew like 12 cards. Fuck. Cord here. So they can get another Yawgmoth and they keep drawing cards, but that's all they can do currently. Because there is no Blood Artist in their deck anymore. So all they can do is just ping pong with these two. What do I want to do here? Again, not drawing a land really sucks because 5 mana is like just like not enough right now. Because we just want to like cast something and then hold up 2 pieces of interaction, and I can't. Like, I think I have to just purge this Yawgmoth and then hope for the best. Okay, they're just growing that one. They are at 6 though, so I don't know. Maybe we have a chance, but their hand is full of gas, probably. So I get to be terrified of that. We're still a reasonably healthy life total though, so I don't know. Maybe we're okay. I have to try and counter this, I think. There's all a chance they just have a Veil Summer or, yeah. Yep. I need a Verdict. We're on time with that land there, buddy. This isn't even very good. Like, we are still just getting clocked. It's better than nothing, though. It means that more idiots aren't as good. The fact that they're drawing a card here is definitely very good. Yep, that's a Strangler. One strangly boy. It's 5 here, 6 next turn. We're dangerously close to dead. Okay, now we are dead on board if we have nothing. I can charm and steal this Yawgmoth. Then block Strangleroot. Can I afford to fetch? I guess I don't need to because of the other lands, so I can just stick this in play regardless and get some use out of it. Worst case scenario would be if they had a cord in response to me trying to steal this wolf and they ended up tapping it so that I don't get a block out of it. But that only deals me 5 still, at least with what's on board. But I guess they could cord for 2 and grab another Strangleroot. So I am dead to a cord. Teferi doesn't do anything, and like it just dies to Grist immediately. Like on the board, it isn't an effectively blocking them from doing anything. And we're a mana short of being able to steal something and, you know, hold our stuff up. Yeah. I'm gonna block here. We're at 4. Yeah, I think holding up Dress Down is probably better than not than playing the Teferi. I mean, like, we already have the Rest in Peace shutting down the Undying, so this is why I wanted to hold up Dress Down. This card, like, to a T. Verdict. Good enough. We need a Solitude. Small Tef. Do we have any outs here? I don't think so, but oh. I think if those two are in the other order, we can win this game. But they just have 4 power of attackers. Don't think there's any changes I want to make. I like this configuration against them. I just hold up Settle the Wreckage. I've considered playing it before, but not recently. Just not enough reason to want. If Yawgmoth was like the #1 most played deck, then I would consider it, but it's not. And Settle is not good against a lot of other things. I mean, I see the Kiva, like, you know, There's no reason to need a black source. Breeding Pool casts Kahira, so that's what it's good for. So it's an island that casts Kahira and makes your prismatic endings better. And having an untapped source is a bit awkward, but not the worst. Having a way to get an untapped third color is very relevant. It's one of the reasons I actually like this this version as opposed to the one with Fire Ice, because I really like having access to ending on 4, even though it doesn't come up very often. The fact that I can do it feels so much better. My thoughts? How could you do this? It's fine. Not sure what they're gonna take here. I feel like it's either, yeah, I was gonna say I feel like it's either Charm or Gust, just because Gust is good at being obnoxious. Absolutely counterspelling this. Yeah, that is another thing, like, that you'd be more likely that way, but, you know, not really something that comes up, so not something that you need to really worry about. You got a wolf. Young wolf. Young Woof 2. Electric Woof. Big Teffy. I think I just have to pass this turn though. I really want to have this Gust up for if they go for anything. Yep, that's fine. It's not fine, but it's there. Stream Decker, are you gonna like function? That would be nice. It just keeps leaving the channel. I don't get it. Try it again. Just try again. I just re-added the bot on the website, so. No attacks. You bitch. So, they have a Chord in their hand, obviously. There's no reason they would just attack with nothing in face of that. But they know I have the Aether Gust as well, so they're trying to think of how they're supposed to sequence their things. You know, I'm gusting it. Would have liked to have a counterspell rather than Gust, but what can you do? What'd they do with it? Presumably on top. Yep. With that, I definitely have to bounce a Strangle Root. Verdict is an okay draw. It's probably getting pitched to Solitude, in all honesty. I don't like having to pitch cast Solitude here, but I think I do. like, have to do what that is. I could keep this Teferi alive, hold the Verdict, and then respond to one... Yeah, actually, I think this is better. Keeping the Teferi and holding up Verdict. Because it gives us more really good draw steps, too, like Dress Down and Rest in Peace are very good draws now. Or lands. That works too. You know. It's all the same. Am I grabbing Kihira? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Because I think I'm going to have to cast this Verdict regardless. So... So if I don't, then I don't get to keep the Teferi around. Not that he's doing much right now anyways, but... That's why I hate Verdict against this deck. It's so bad. Like, land means they get to Yawg me. Yep. Fetch land's even better because it means they can get Dryad Arbor and then have their loop still. Because they can keep both of their idiots without having to sack one of them to start it. God damn it. So we're not dead, but we're definitely not doing very good. Oh, they just had a Yawgmoth. Okay. So we are dead to nothing right this second. But we are functionally dead to drawing a bunch of the lands. Yep, that'll be good. Drawing 3 lands in a row isn't gonna save us. If I had scryed both of these to the bottom, drawn this Charm, what are my options here? Like, I couldn't. So if I didn't grab Kihira and didn't cast the Verdict in combat, then I have up Verdict. They cast Teferi. I let it resolve. They sack Dryad Arbor, target Strangleroot. Then I respond by Verdicting. They respond to that by sacking Strangleroot to... Or, well, for Yawgmoth to Strangleroot. Then... No, it'd have to be the other way around, because they can't let this get the other counter from that again. Whatever. No big deal. Let's hop back into it. Don't need to overthink it too much. We weren't fighting for anything of note anyways. Spikes back on top. I have 6. I read 4-1 earlier today. Forgot about that. On the draw, sounds kind of not amazing, but it's good against a lot of things. And the fact that we have the Mystigate, so then our planes isn't horrendous. Bauble Sunbaked Canyon. Pass. Interesting. They targeted me. Yeah, Spike's at 39 now. So they're tied up again, but his is more recent, so he's on top. This looks like Prowess of some variety. I think I'm solituding this right now, and yeah. No, I don't think I am. I think I have to use this ending on it. I need to get good use out of my spells. So right now our hand kind of isn't great against what's going on here. Teferi's not the worst though. Mostly the fact that I didn't want to... That's fine, I don't care about that in the slightest. I didn't want to be put into a spot where I was forced to pitch cast my other Solitude because I had to cast something at sorcery speed. Or because I couldn't cast something at sorcery speed. Send this up. God, I don't want to play this Flooded Strand. So I won't. I probably should have downtake the Teferi there, actually. But this Teferi is good because it means that I don't have to worry about Searing Blaze dealing with my Solitude next turn. I can actually just ignore that. And then I can just bounce it with Teferi. And then next turn, Solitude it. Good, we drew lands that we don't have to take damage for. Lovely. Means I'm not dead to 2 bolts. Helix my face. Okay, my face has been helixed. That is an Eidolon of the Great Revel. And this game will be over when this Solitude resolves. What are you waiting on? Literally, what are you waiting on? I love how this card just single-handedly wins me the game when it resolves and is able to connect. It's great. All right, these verdicts are awful. Deluge, Chase. Seize is actually not that bad. I want these gusts. I want these purges. I want these sharks. Hey, Araya. I've been playing color stuff for a while. This isn't new. I don't think I want the third Chalice. I think 2 is like the sweet spot for matchups like this, where Chalice on 1 isn't just like a game over kind of thing. Because Chalice on 1 they can beat. Like, it's not even that hard for them to beat. So there's some merit in thinking that you want to get Chalice on 1, 2, and 3, but most of the time you don't really want to go past 1 with Blue-White just because it shuts down a bunch of your own things if you do. Compared to, like, when I play, like, Etron, where, you know, you don't give a fuck. Your deck doesn't play real cards. You don't care. Put this Chalice on 7. Gross. Hey, Arya. Thanks for gifting a sub to Brian. Enjoy the emotes and whatnot. That's actually a really good draw. I'm gonna play this Holocron untap now and ending this. So then I can fetch Island for these. I was just gonna play this tapped and then, you know, take a hit from this Failer, but now I don't have to. I'm gonna grab a drink. Give me a sec. Why are the cupboards open? Do you know anything about this? Don't look at me like that. Is Butters in the cupboard? Butters in the cupboard next to you. Can't see. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I assume they're on DRC and Bobble, and it cut Goblin Guides, but they still have Swift Spears, because we obviously saw Swift Spear. I'm just going at this immediately and getting it off the table, because I don't want to give them the Surveils for casting spells in their main phase. God damn. I'm just gonna pass in hopes that they. Like, I have to purge this thing as much as I don't even want to. But they are out of gas. They can grab Luris here, which is I assume what they're doing now. Yep. Yeah, I can't play this Chalice here. I'd rather just counterspell the Luris. Revolt. Okay. Teferi, or land for Teferi would be a good draw. Or counterspell. Yeah, that's fine too. Counterspells aren't good if I can't cast them. I can't even like take the opportunity to try and counter this because the event that they go land Luris Eidolon is really, really bad. I really hope their hand sucks, because otherwise we got no chance. If they cast a 2-mana burn spell, I will counter it. God damn it. God damn it. Just getting obliterated. It's not my fault, blame Mana Traders. Like, we needed to untap land 2 turns ago to counter this Rift Bolt, then we had a chance. But, you know, drew too many counter spells, not enough lands. 25 land, like, can't draw 3rd land. But every time I play, you know, one of those 19 land decks, I flood like crazy. I'm gonna keep it. We've got 2 redraws, and Counterspell is still a good play. Seize is usually a good play against them too, because they're really pip dense, and making one of their lands colorless is basically, well, making one of their lands blue is basically like making it, is basically like destroying a land a lot of the time. I guess I technically should have played the castle first, because it's going to be, like, it would be, it doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. Their land. So they have a 2nd land in hand, because they didn't keep the Vantage. So they definitely have at least a 2nd land. God damn it. 25 land deck. 25 lands. Hey, Butters. What's up? What's up, buddy? Just chilling? And of course they flip the Channeler, because why wouldn't they? Just give me untapped White Source so I can ending this and hold up Counterspell. I'm cycling this. Like, I need the land. Fuck. Not what I meant, but it's better than nothing, but not by a whole lot. Reefed Bolt. Oh my god! Why? What did I do? Jesus fucking Christ. Well, we're just dead. They drew 4 lands in their, like, how many lands are in Burn these days? Like 21, with 4 of them being canopy lands, and 10 being fetches, or 12 being fetches. Like who fucking knows? What? Why are you slow rolling me? Just cast your fucking spells and kill me. Thank you. Jesus Christ. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. Of course, they drew
five lands in their 20 land deck.
I'm not just gonna a 1-drop. I don't think it's... Hold on. 13... I feel fine with this list, like... I will drop it 0-2, though. I am not in the business of playing out a league at 0-2, especially with blue-white. I'm not. My time is worth way more than that. Oh, good. We're against someone who is 0-2. So solid chance they're playing weird nonsense, and we're going to end up losing because of it. Seems fine. Ending on 1 and counterspell on 2 too. Nice, nice. Watch them just be on like fucking Murktide. Dredge. Bluetron. Eight rack. Well, this can go away. Come on, seize off the top. Seize off the top. I pitched the Solitude. Woo! Let's go! I'm so good at this fucking game. Get fucked, you absolute fucking idiot. It's like not even that good. Like it's good, but like it's... No! Fuck. I'll never recover from this. Good job. I pay for MTGO Premium. That's where all my draws come from, obviously. Oh, they have 3 lands in their hand. What are the odds of that? You scumbag. No! You know, a minute ago I would have said can't lose. Now I'm going to say can't win. Maybe not. Bounce the Saga. Colonnade, okay, okay. So you're saying there's a chance. As long as this Colonnade doesn't go away, I think we're actually okay. Like, as long as you don't get, like, fucking, like, wrench-minded or something. got rid of the fun charm. Okay. So as long as we don't get smallpoxed, we can... No, so as long as we don't get smallpox and we draw a land, we're not just fucked by this Liliana. They have large pox. I don't think Chalice on 2 is worth it, because I really want a charm to draw into the land, because we need the land for it to work as well. What is this? What are you doing? What? Is this Chalice? Delirium schemes. I guess there's no sense casting this charm on me. Nice cards, idiot. Mill 2. Let's go. Only reason I'm thinking this is worth it is because they might draw into one of their things to, you know, do with Saga. No. Alright, we need an ending. I mean, we can beat this Liliana, but I just... Ending. Oh, fuck. Like, if they Liliana here, I'm just keeping whatever pile has more lands in it, I think. But I don't think they can ult it here, because they don't have any threat. Like, that Seize was actually, like, a relatively good draw, all things considered. Second Urborg. Like, they basically have to ult the Liliana here, though, but it just isn't good. Because if they don't, they're never going to get to, because of the Colonnade. But I don't know if it's a winning line anyways. And I'll hope I make a mistake on it, maybe. Like, you can probably go, like, 2 lands to Fairy Chalice, and that's probably the best option. Yeah, Colonnade being one of them. I think if they put a second land in this pile, I'm actually taking this pile. They have so few, like, actual win conditions in their deck, and we have a lot of lands in our deck still. Absolutely sacking this one. Not even, like, don't even have to think about that. They easily could have, like, they could have gotten the Chalice or a second land, I think. I don't even need to scry out of it. I'm just going to grab Kahira. Alright. Alright, kitty cat, let's go get him. Like, this Chalice is just so good. I don't think, like, any pile that incentivizes me to keep it is good. Because it just shuts off so many of the cards in their deck. Like, what can they cast? They can cast Liliana, Delirium Skeins, and that's the only cards we know that are in their deck that they can even cast. Presumably there's Smallpox in their deck too. Don't really want this. I will take the Charm though. We have enough white sources. I'll just sack the plains. Yeah, Delirium Scams. There it is. The scams. So they're at 1 land, no cards in hand. We are at 6 lands, Archmage's Charm in hand. I'm good with this. Also, they didn't sack the Urborg, so it makes more of their lands dead draws. Give me some cards. Cease. Spreading Cease. Okay. I don't think I'm going to hold this for a Saga. Mostly because I just want to find a way to end this game and put them in the dirt. Deluge is good. Don't need to cast it now. Mono blue 8-rack. That's kind of weird, don't you think? We're still drawing more air. It doesn't matter. Give me these vetoes. Give me these dress downs. Give me these sharks. Get these stupid verdicts out of my deck. Probably want to get these solitudes out of my deck too. Give me these purges. I don't think I want Emrakul. She's just so much mana. And this deck, like, doesn't get that much mana that quickly. It's very slow. Trematef. Sure. I do have to worry about them boarding in creatures, but I assume there's not going to be so much that that 6 pieces of I mean, they do help put cards in my graveyard, but not really in a... Come on, what the fuck is this? So I bought him the 2 spells because I figured blanking discard spells out of them and like having like land drops lined up is going to be better. Because like now they're only useful, or because they're useful discard spells. Like the number of them that are useful went way down. Tilt. Would I have kept 7 lands? Maybe. Maybe. I definitely would have thought about it. It would depend on what the 7 lands are. Seize. So either they don't have more lands in hand, or they only have exactly one more land in hand, and they want to make Saga tokens. Otherwise, they would have probably retraced Raven's Crime last turn. Liliana. Don't skeins me, bro. No skeen. No skeen. Skeen. You know, I actually probably should have grabbed Kahira here, because if they Liliana, I'd rather discard that than any of these three. Okay, it looks like they're just going for make tokens, get a rack. I mean, regardless, I should have grabbed Kahira while I had an opportunity. Another rack. Yikes. Yikes! Give me a Tef. Give me a Tef. Just one Teffy. One little Teffy boy. Teffy? Teffy? Oh wait. I can't afford to cast either of these, I don't think. I think I need to just cast this Deluge and try to find like a real answer to stuff. Fuck. It's exactly what I didn't want to see. So now I get to do this and keep one card. I guess I'm keeping a big Tef. No, keeping small Tef. And I'm pitching... Am I pitching a big Tef? Yeah, I am. God, this card's real good at emptying hands. Good to know that they have Turok, though. That is very good to know. Ouch. Ouch. No, we're good. That's fine. I mean, mold a 5 against the deck that's trying to make us discard our hand. It's not ideal. I don't think I want anything else for Turok specifically. Actually, I think I want this Chalice in my deck, though. I should have this. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. No big deal. Oh, this hand's good. Not, it's worse than I thought it was, actually. We have both planes. So the only castable spell in our hand is Dress Down Cycling Shark, but I think I'm okay. I like... It's fine. We're fine. This is fine. I don't know what they take here. Presumably one of the two things that can, like, that is actually a redraw right now and not just... Oh, they took Counterspell. Wow. Surprising. I mean, I'm still going to play the castle. Yeah, it always feels like one's too many, two's too more... One's too few, two's too many. But, like, there's nothing you can do about that. I'm gonna pitch one. It's probably gonna take my charm now. Yep. I need to draw some piece of interaction. That's some piece of interaction. It's good. More castle.
Problem is, every time I play one of the versions with 1 planes, I always feel it's like you feel so much worse against Blood Moon decks because like you're drawing into a one outer instead of 2. It's just like, ugh. Guess I'll counter this because if I don't, like, I mean, I guess I should have gave them the option. Whatever, doesn't matter. I've been 2'd. That's a good one. Please do not have a way to make me discard this. No! Sadness. Alright, well, we both got nothing. Line, please. Alright, hopefully they draw... nothing useful. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. Like we are able to go up on cards in hand a turn here, for a turn here because of our Kahira, so that's something at least. Hopefully they don't just immediately schemes us. That would be annoying. I'm gonna pitch the Kahira. I think I'd rather have this prismatic ending. Well, I might have neither now, so it's fine. If my options are between playing Kahira here and scrying, I'm definitely just going to keep scrying. So. No, we win. Whee. No. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good. Nope. Swap scenes by accident. Can't thought sees the top of the deck. Also, yeah, also I literally scried, so... Are they just gonna sit here and, like, wait for it to time out? This should be a bannable offense. I just says I said can't toss these off the deck. How was your holiday? Get anything nice? And they're just not responding. I'm having fun. I don't know about them. I mean, clearly they're not, but, like... I mean, it kind of isn't. It depends on how things go, but I don't currently have that as a plan for myself. I'm just gonna... Somebody bought out Kasali Ambushers. That's the one that you can play for free, right? Yep. Why? I mean, I guess this card is good against Ragavan. This card is really good against Ragavan. Two, three, unbeatable. Can't lose. Oh, finally. I'm gonna... Face to Face has no foils. Ooh. 4-1 Games has 1. He has none. They are a Lurrus deck. We are on the draw. I don't really like this on the draw against a Lurrus deck. Well, guess we're going to... I'm not pleased keeping a one-lander, but I'm going to do it. Mostly because it has a prismatic ending. Mountain. Yikes. Rift Bolt. Fucker. Nice. Just gonna fetch now. Since we drew a land. Just get my F6 value. I wonder if there's any other stores around this area that might have foils. Spread 'em, boy. Spreader? I hardly know her. Tough here, actually. And hope that I don't just die in the process of it. Hopefully not. Fuck. Me. Sideways. Don't you spike you? Come on. Just end the suffering. Just let it go down cold. I'm at 1. I need lands. It is a land. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Still a chance. Damn it. Stop giving me hope. We have to use the Solitude, so that means we're, like, further away from being able to stabilize, but there's hope. No. If we win this game, I'll be pretty surprised. It'll be very funny, though. I'm gonna Charmander out to you. Jace. Okay, we can't Jace yet, but we can Jace next turn. If we draw lands. Not that one, though. That one doesn't work. I'm just gonna keep uptaking this Teferi, so then creatures aren't threats. Because then I can, because I have the ending. That's fine, I can let that resolve. We can just bounce it. And they played the land to show me that they have nothing. Okay, thanks. Bouncy, bouncy. They also didn't grab their Lurrus, despite the fact that they had the mana for it. Jace Brainstorm is pretty dangerous here. I'm not going to go for it. I'm just going to pass. Okay. Fuck. I'm gonna go for the Jace. I need to do something. I can't just sit here. Okay. Spreading Seas actually isn't that bad. Because it means they can't catch Lurrus now, so they need to top deck something. Sad. Damn it. Almost had him. Very close to stabilizing. Just not quite good enough. What are you before? I don't remember. This. These. Two is fine. I think I'd rather have that than the big boy. Or not. We're getting up against Burn a bunch today. It's no fun. Stand's fine. It's not amazing, but it's got lands and spells, so I'm mostly okay with that. No creature, no Rift Bolt. Oh. Somewhat surprising. Good job. No burn spell into turn. Hey, Mort. How goes it? How goes it? How goes it? I've been spiked. You've been gusted. Gusto. Put it on top. I'm gonna play the Tarns, then I can go end of turn, cycle Shark for 2. Because I think I'm just gonna let this Eidolon resolve. Thanks for the calls. What are they doing here? You're skewering my Shark? Okay. You have no cards in hand now. I'm very pleased with that exchange. I'm fine with this Driftbolt resolving. If they have a burn spell, they should cast it here. Doesn't seem like they do. Why did you not do this in response to me killing your thing? All right, they can only once. They have no cards in hand, so I'm not worried about them casting more than one spell now. Honestly, maybe. They have a spell, it does make sense to hold it, because it's more likely that something would resolve at the end of my turn. But our hand is infinite counterspells, so we're actually in a good spot. I'm not going to crack this Register End, most likely, but it's better to play it than to sit on it, so. Scribblers. Yep. They are super dead. You got Loris. Congratulations. Double exquisite firecraft. Don't make jokes like that. All right, I wanted Shark over second big man. Okay, Shark. So, I can't really afford to keep this because I just don't have a way to interact early on. This is better. I think I'm gonna get rid of one of the endings. This hand's mana is really awkward. Like, Colonnade Castle is... I'm I'm either getting rid of Counterspell or Prismatic Ending, I think. So I can get rid of Tef. I kind of wanted to keep it, but... Swifty. I'd rather play this now, so then if I need to like have an untapped land, I have that option. Skewer. I hardly know her. I mean, at least his hand's mana doesn't do any damage, so that's something. Not much, though. Okay. Well, only burn spell I would counter end of turn there would have been just nothing. Grab Loris. Okay. Only one I would have countered there would have been a Boros Charm. I'm not countering something for 3 damage because we're dead to any like combination of 3 mana burn spells, regardless. And this counter spell is going to counter one of them anyways, so it doesn't matter which one I spend it on. But, Charm doing 4 is not irrelevant. I might cast something here. Just try to sneak it through. Mostly countering it because they have so few resources. That's very good. Hello, big man. How do you do, sir? Counterspell? Alright, we get to go shields down for a turn, but then we've got an ending to answer anything they might cast this turn, and then this charm for next turn. And they're down to 2 cards, so hard cast Rift Bolt. And pass. Interesting. Absolutely not shocking myself. Countering that one. Okay. Please play a creature. Play Sosphere, please. No! Fuck. Okay. Okay. We just need 1, maybe 2 counter spells, and we're in... Okay, this Solitude's actually really good. Oops. Because we have the Shark, so we can gain life off that if we need to. And I can play this Tef, so then now I'm not... I don't have to play scared of a bunch of stuff. Makes their creatures worse because you have the ending.
This is over now, but they're running through the motions. Doesn't matter. Just pass. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Sure. Wow. Don't even need this emblem. Hiya. Neat. Okay. Swinda. So if Chalice is good, then this hand is good. But if it's not, this hand is real, real bad. So I think it's worth shipping on hoping to find something better. They're going to be rhinos. They're going to be really upset that I mulligan that hand. I'm ready for it. That's not going too bad. Four color control. Okay, glad I didn't keep a hand with chalices. They're very bad against them. Could be domain, but it's more likely four color control. Talk shit and it just shows right up. Like, come on, man. Get out of here. Nobody wants you. We're gonna just die to this Ren 6 probably, though. Nice me. I'm glad I played the land on tap now. We need to draw an ending for this thing, like 3 turns ago. I am not feeling good about this. Chase. Yikes. Yikes. We're pretty fucked. Yeah. We're not beating a Red 6 emblem. Like, it literally doesn't matter what else they have. Like, we're not beating that. And they've also still just got a Jace and a full hand, so. these dress downs or the gusts? I guess Gust can counter a Veil in a weird way. I just don't want Verdicts. And Seize is pretty mediocre. I could go... keep one Verdict. I think I just want the Gust. Gust is fine against them. Fury is like kind of one of their ways like of getting out of from being behind. I don't like it, but I'm keeping it. Like, it's got lands and spells. Technically what I asked for. Okay, that's good. I probably should have just played an island. Because I'm incentivized to shock here, because I don't really want to draw more lands, but I definitely will need a second white source at some point, so... I'm gonna uptick. Like, it's a toss-up between playing around ending or playing around Wrenn and 6. Like, you play around ending better by, you know, getting your card immediately. Play around Wrenn and 6 by, you know, upticking. I assume they're gonna play their Teferi here, but we have an ending for it, so... no card for them. That's very good for me. Okay. It's like one turn where we don't have something. No, not another Teferi, you son of a bitch. Give me another ending off the top. Another ending off the top. Right now. That's not good. We get to make a 3/3. Fuck me. Another Teferi. Ending, please. Charm. Big Tef. Another Charm. I guess I'm gonna go at their Tef and then just hold up in case they bounce this and then go to replay another. Down tick into fire? Huh. Okay. I'm fine with that, I think. So I'm gonna wait till their turn. If they fetch, yes, we get him. We get him. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
It's exactly what I wanted to have happen. Is be able to tuck the Ren in response to them cracking a fetch. Oh, they're... What the fuck? Their creativity. I should have realized that when they played Foothills and Arid Mesa. Shit. Oh. You know, things make a lot more sense now, knowing that. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sending both of the big guy. Yep. Yep. It's the good idea. It's the right idea. You bitch! Just can't get rid of him. No, never mind. There we are, we're rid of him. Out of my face, you son of a bitch. Just in the chat, they just keep posting a sad face with more and more, like, chins added onto the bottom of it. If they get another dwarf here, I think I'm probably gonna charm and steal one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna charm and steal one of these pre-combat. Stop it! Get out of here. Give me that. Hold on a sec. Well, I need shitpost. I need shitpost value. Can I? Does this work? No. I was trying to put hammer and sicker. Hammer and sicker. Hammer and sickle. It's our dwarves. Our dwarves. Okay. Resolves. Can't do anything. It's fine. We got a solitude. We'll be okay. Dwarf. Concede. Maybe I should have seen what they were gonna get off it, so I know what. Like, no, giving them 15 life probably not worth that. With that, actually, I think I might want some number of these other things. Purge I still think is good. Gust gets a bit worse because I don't think they're actually on, because they're not on, you know, creatures or anything. I still like having some purges for Ren. Just because Ren's a pain in the ass and will kill you dead. But their mana's pretty fragile, so Seas can actually break them up quite a bit. Two ending is probably enough, or the 4 ending is probably enough for Rens. Maybe because we're on the draw, I'd rather have an extra answer, just like one more. just because our counterspells don't answer it effectively. I'll give this a shot. It's okay. One time, no Ren. Oh, we're gonna have a Ren, of course. They always have a Ren. Oh, no Ren. No Ren. I'm gonna starting seize them. They're vetoing my spreading seize. Holy crap! Don't tef me. Don't tef me. Oh my god! I just didn't want to like hold up veto and then get iced and just feel like, you know, I wasted my turn. Oh, hello, mother. Oh, no. What you got?
Nothing. It's not much of anything. Can't believe I didn't realize there were creativity in game one. I'm usually pretty observant, or rather, I'm usually observant enough to notice that kind of thing. Like, you know, the fact that all their fetches are red should have been what clued me into that. I've been iced. So the thing about their mana setup here is they can't double Veil of Summer, but they could Veil plus Flusterstorm. So if they cast a Veil here, I'm gonna veto the Nahiri rather than the other one, because I don't want to be put in a spot where I can't. Where I don't answer the thing I'm trying to answer. We had it all! Gamer! Ooh. Boing. Land. Veil of Summer. What are they casting here? What are they casting here? Are they casting their own Teferi? I mean, I'm letting this resolve, obviously, but they might just be going for it because they have no other option. I just go for it, hope for the best. It's probably the right call, honestly. I don't think it's getting better for them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You haven't had any planeswalkers in die. Ooh. We haven't had any planeswalkers die yet. Ending. That's fine. I think I'm fine letting that resolve. Just because we only have one counterspell, I don't wanna blow it. Click, 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 click. Deluge. Sorry, deluge. Big shark. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, well, 12 and 13, so. The things mentioned. I'm fine to let that resolve. There's not a lot I'm really worried about, so. Like, worst thing they could do here is, like, try to do that. Nope. Oh, they're dead. Found lethal! We found lethal, yay! Oh, hey. Jeez. That was close. I didn't realize that you were creativity until the point in game 2 where you got a dwarf. I just I just assumed it was like, oh yeah, it's 4-color control, whatever, yeah, it's that. Just because it had been a while since I had seen creativity, and I just wasn't paying enough attention to realize that all of your lands were, or all of your fetch lands were red. On the draw, this hand not good enough against most things. God damn it! 25 land deck? What are you doing to me? Alright, I'm gonna keep this ship. What's the other card I'm getting rid of here? they just assume you were like rhinos. I'm gonna get rid of the Teferi, I think. I want all the lands. Plains. Aether Vial. What the fuck? Chilled La Void. Champion of the Parish. Huh. Oh, MTG bot said you were only 1-0. That's weird. That it just is like, nah, you're not actually 4-0. You're 1-0. I don't like being the Dream Crusher, but you know, someone's got to do it sometimes, you know. The worst part is that I can't even trophy this league, so it's not like I can even get it. I think I'm fine giving them a card here because I don't want to deal with like 3rd and 4th Esper Sentinel out of them. Plus it shuts down things like Vials, which might be, you know, something they have that could be problematic. This looks like it's just like mono white humans though. It's weird. I could give them a card here, but or like to try and draw into something. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd rather have Counterspell up for Adeline, because that card would be a beating here. Even though I give them a card doing that. I'm hopefully we draw a land, then I can stick to Fairy and get this fucking Sentinel out of here. But we might just end up dying to basically Sentinel plus Thalia. You know, like, double tax effect is pretty brutal. Okay. I think I have to leave them with the Sentinel and bounce this champion, because it is a dangerous clock right now, I think. It's not great, but yep, that's what I didn't want to see. Oh, we're dead on board. Okay, that's not good enough. Fuck. Our only out is drawing a Solitude, so we need to draw a Solitude. I will die. Well, these Seas don't seem like they're very... Actually, they're probably playing Sagas. Seas actually does seem probably like it's good. Dress Down, definitely. Sharks, probably. And then just trim, like big card advantage things. Because that's not what the game's about, really. I just need to, like, draw a hand with removal spells in it. It might be okay. Yep, this sounds fine. Need more lands, but we'll draw them. We'll be fine. Aether Vial. How about, no. Honestly, if I were them, I probably would have boarded out Aether Vials. Just because of how bad it is against Ending and Teferi. Like, yeah, it gets around counterspells, but my counterspells are already not very great against them to begin with. Because of things like Thalia. What are you waiting on, boy?
What are you waiting for? Oh my god. What is going on? Oh my god. So how's everyone's day going? Oh, now they disconnected. Yep, I've had that before too. And then lost the match. In like 7 minutes. I want that back so badly. Like, honestly, inactivity timer should be lowered to 5, and in like challenges and stuff, the clock should be 20 minutes instead of 25. But one thing they should definitely do in doing that as well is make it so disconnecting stops your timer completely. Like, it just pauses it until you reconnect. And if you don't reconnect in a certain amount of time, you know, it drops you. But, you know, your disconnecting isn't part of your clock. Which am I pitching here? I think I'm pitching this Verdict, getting rid of the Sentinel, and Teferi bouncing the champion. Another Teferi. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew keeping C's was a reasonable choice. So I'm probably just going to actually charm and steal this champion when they go to combat. I will take this. Whee! Mutavault. Seen that one in a minute. Dust Spear. Nice top deck. I'm so good at this game. I'm basically cheating. This shouldn't be legal, but it is. And there's nothing they can do about it. That's annoying, but that's what it is. It's whatever. I feel like that was an accident. Yeah, looks like it. It's here. I think I'm gonna seize this rather than holding up Solitude. Just because I'd like, I don't know, I feel like it. And I kind of want to draw into an ending to have for this needle. And that's the only thing they'd be able to attack with this turn, like on board, so I'm fine doing like this. Portable hole. Same. Nobody heard that. You weren't here. You're not listening. I think I'm gonna take the hit from this lieutenant, and then just play Kahira so that I can hit them back for 4 and start gaining some life. Because as is, this lieutenant isn't too much of a threat, and our Solitude will be able to deal with it even if it gets another counter and they equip it. Once we have the Kahira down as well. Oh, tap like not an idiot. Cavern. So 3rd Lieutenant? Luminarch Aspirant. Okay. I mean, that's a problem. But it's not, like, an unsolvable problem. I wonder if they're going to put the counter here and then actually attack. They are.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take this hit and then, you know, get back at him. Just trade some hits. Wonder if they play the Intrepid Adversary. Probably. That card could be scary. Another Sentinel. You got it. So I want to wait till they go to combat. Oh, they're putting on the Sentinel now. Okay. Just don't want to put all their eggs in one basket. Makes sense. Makes sense. Fortunately, they're not doing so hot in the face of Solitudes. I'm fine with any trade they want to make. Sure. Another aspirant. Well, Shark should hopefully start taking over things now. They're probably going to actually attack with this thing and get caught by the Shark. So they're probably going to put both counters on it and then get in. Yep. It seems like a reasonable attack. Like, I have to double block. But I have instant speed, make a 5/5. This card's so good. Whee! Alright, that was only game 2. Shit. Yeah, I think this is fine. I don't think I need to make any changes. Like, our counter magic isn't, you know, amazing, especially in the face of Caverns and Aether Vials and taxing effects, but don't exactly have a ton of options for how to board. This is fine. It's not an amazing hand, but every time! Always have it. Literally always. Except for that one time that they didn't. And a vial, okay. And the second one, okay. If they play a third one, I'm jumping out of a window. Okay. I have to give them the 2 cards. I can't afford to like let them grow these things. It's real bad, but come on! I need anything. Just any piece of removal. Nothing. Absolutely. God damn it. We can't even cast a Verdict if we drew one. like, solid chance that we're not going to live through them attacking twice from this position. Another lieutenant, yeah. This is the third lieutenant? No, it's just Thalia. Okay. I say just, like it's makes it any better. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14, 15 we're taking here? Yeah, we're fucking dead. We're fucking dead. We're super dead. Super dead. Okay, it's getting late, so I'm gonna have to head off, but let's see if there's somewhere to send y'all over to. Seems someone's gotta be going, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's Raid Freak. Because he's a cool guy. Playing... What was he playing? I didn't even check. Bug Food. Ooh. So he's playing, you know, Asmo with stuff, and he's playing Ravenous Squirrel? Is that what it's called? The one that gets bigger whenever you sack shit. Everybody who stuck around from the Ginger Raid, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. I try to go on a couple times a week. Not super consistent, but I'm trying. You can, you know, follow here if you like what you've seen. Follow on Twitter. I keep up to date when I, you know, plan on doing stuff. Because I always post when I go live, unless I forget. But, yeah, I'll see y'all later.